Hey bitches, so before you get into this podcast, I just want to make a quick little disclaimer. This video, this version of the podcast, video version or whatever, will not be a video version. It'll just be the screen. For issues and things that was happening on the camera and with my health and stuff that we will get into. We got into a little bit in during the video and stuff, but yeah. So point is, y'all ain't gonna be able to see my beautiful face throughout the video, but enjoy this because we got into some good shit, bitch. So enjoy this video, and I'll see you bitches in the hot box in next week's podcast. Now, hey bitches, and welcome to the why do I sound so loud? Can we please lower that a little bit? Thank you. We're gonna try that again. Hey, but I'm screaming. I don't like it. Hey bitches, and welcome to the Head Bitch Podcast, the only podcast where you get to sit with me, the HBIC, and we KeKe. What's the tea, bitch? Now, girl, first of all, if you're watching the visual version, I'm gonna get into all that right now because it ties into the weekend and stuff. So we're gonna get into that in a second. First of all, I want to say hey to all y'all. How y'all doing? Happy hump day. Happy humpity hump day. Hope you guys having a great week so far. Hope Wednesday's treating you well. Hope you bitches got your glass of wine if it's nighttime and you're watching this. And if it's daytime, hope you have your mimosa. And if you're not a day drinker or you're not a drinker at all, hope you have your glass of water or tea or coffee. Welcome back to episode 3 of the pod, and we're here, and we're queer. Now, how are you guys doing? How are you? Great? Okay, I love that. I'm so fucking stupid. If you guys watching the visual version, I need you to do me a favor. Go down below, like, comment, share, subscribe, press the little ding-a-ling-a-ling so you know every time I post. And if you're here listening to me, hi, how are you? It's me, the HBIC, and I know you like me and I like you, so you should come back all the time just to see me, just to listen to me, because my voice turns you on when I sound sexy and seductive like this. Oh, I don't like this. I need help, mental help. I need help in all ways, mental, physical, financial. So find me a doctor, a sugar daddy, and a psychiatrist. Because that's what I need. But hey girl, how we doing? Happy hump day. Like I said, we're here now. If you're watching the visual version, back to what I was saying at the beginning of the video, if you're watching the visual version and I am laid up against the wall and you see the background next to me, that is because I am sitting on my bed today. So the girls has been injured. Not really injured, but you know, the arthritis has been acting up with the girls a bit. I don't know why. When the heat is coming through, it's not even cold. So I don't know what's going on. But girl, my fucking toe has been swollen for 2.5 weeks. I don't know if I spoke about it last week. My toe, I banged it into the living room chair, so it's been real swollen. Went to the hospital, tell me, oh no, it's fine, it's not broken. You know, it'll be fine in a couple of days. Take Tylenol. Okay, thanks. After waiting all fucking day, right? It's still been killing me. I spent all day on the hospital Saturday, I think it was, to just get checked up on the foot. I think it was Friday. The foot and my knee. I don't know where it tensed up on Friday after recording the hot box, girl. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Then on top of that, fucking slept wrong. Either that or my scoliosis is kicking in. I don't know why I want to kick it all of a sudden. And my spine is like, bitch, I can't even move. Like, it hurts. I'm like groaning and moaning everywhere I go, and it's not even a good moan or a good groan, and it kind of pisses me off. So I just been real down and out, you know. So that's why I'm sitting perched up in the bed with my back against the wall and the pillar, because the chairs are just uncomfortable. And my knees, my body's just a big malfunction. I'm an old bitch in a young bitch body, and that's just a Fendi fact. And we can't do nothing to change that at this point, can we? No, I'm 21 fucking years into this body. I have to accept the body I was dealt with, the health issues I was dealt with, and the arthritis. You know, fuck arthritis. Shout out to my bitches with arthritis, because it's rough out here for us, and bitches don't understand. Bitches really be thinking, oh, you don't got mega knees, shut the fuck up. No, I don't got no mega knees. My knees, if I even try to have mega knees, and it's gonna crack, snackle, pop, and you gonna rush my ass to the hospital, and then you're gonna be like, Megan, right? Talking about Megan, that's a good segue. Oh, I didn't even. Come on, segue. So usually we don't talk about hot topics here like that. You know, just whatever's on my mind. But there's a lot of hot topics that's been on my mind, so I really want to get into it. And since I said Megan, I just saw the Megan interview with what's her name, Gayle King, when she spoke about the whole situation with Mr. Tory Lanez. Now, I already knew that this man shot this woman in the foot because as we can see in the video that came out 2 years ago, when she backed out that car, there was blood prints on the floor. But we ain't gonna talk about that too much because we spoke about it in the past bootleg hot topics when it first happened. But a lot of people are like, oh no, don't cancel Tory, or Tory didn't really do it, Megan's lying. Shut the fuck up, she's not lying. Why would she lie about a man shooting her in the foot? She has no history of lying with men. Look at her relationship with Party. They broke up. Did she lie about? Did she fake a scene and say, "Oh my God, he tried to stab me or shoot me"? No, she didn't do that. So let's not stare and do that. The proof is in the motherfucking pudding, bitch. And we have saw Tory Lanez over here being just abusive and just aggressive to all his girlfriends that he had, from Dream Doll to the other one to now Megan. Now, this is still in the trial. I mean, it's going to the courts or whatever. And you know, I don't know why it's taking so long, but let me just tell you this: send that man to jail. Fuck him. Now, he make good music, he got some good bops, and he fine little snap to look at, but he a crazy ass motherfucker that needs some help. So if y'all ain't gonna send him to the jungle, the jails, then send his ass. And if you're gonna send him to the penitentiary, send his ass to a psych ward. Give him a little mental help. Not the psych ward. What's that place where the getaway camp where you go for 30 days for some mental help and you just go away and you come back a brand new bitch, allegedly, because a lot of bitches come out through the same shit or worse what they was doing than before they went in. But that's what he need. Send him away, cause he's a fucking, he's crazy. You know, on top of my shitty weekend of being broken, down and out, girl, my fucking nails, I was really trying to hold on to them for a little too long. I was like, okay, it's been 2 weeks, I should go change them. Then I was like, okay, no, it's been 3. I was really trying to hold on to them because, you know, a lot of bitches be lasting with nails for a long time, and I feel like every 2 weeks I'm at the fucking nail salon like, can I get a new set? I was like, bitch, I'm gonna try to make these last. And there's a reason why I don't, because the girls were falling off and they were dangling and twisting and sliding, and I said, okay, you know what, take them off, all of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so since we talking about court, we were talking about toenails, but since we're talking about court, girl, we're gonna talk about, what's his name? Johnny Depp. Deep. Because I always thought it was Johnny Depp. I did not know it was 2 P's. I thought it was 2 E's. But then again, I might be dyslexic. I don't fucking know. Anyways. Johnny Depp. And this, what's this? Amber Heard. I don't listen. Amanda Heard. Ashley Heard. I don't know. It's something with an A. I think it's Amber. I could swear it's Amber. But there's so many things with so many Ambers going on in the media right now. And so many courts. Girl, even Jocelyn is in fucking court right now for the. We're gonna get into that too, girl. But so. A lot of people have been saying that Johnny Depp is right or whatever. I mean, and you know, he's not, like, no case against him, that this bitch Amber's crazy, all this stuff, and big fuck her and all that. That's what everybody's saying. Now, I get it. I'm not saying that this woman, because this woman looked toxic. They both look toxic. I think it's a case of both of them being toxic as fuck. And if that's the case, send them both to jail. Where the fuck is my gavel? I need my gavel. Send them both to jail. Because, what? First of all, if this is for all my bitches in a relationship. Now, I know I never had a relationship, so a lot of you hoes are gonna be like, oh my god, this hoe is always single and want to give relationship advice. Shut the fuck up. Maybe you should take advice from people looking out from the outside, because you bitches are stupid. And let me tell you something, and this goes for the women, the men, the everybody. If you in the in-betweens, if you in a relationship, right, and there's red signs, in my opinion, alcoholism, drug addicts, temper tantrums, all these things that are like, okay, I get it if you get with somebody that already because honestly, if you get with somebody and they already have those issues and you still willingly sign up for that shit, you're dumb, because that's how you already know things are gonna go downhill from there. Girl, alcohol leads to what? Drugs lead to what? Anger leads to what? Abuse, death, regret, hate, and a bad divorce. Bitch, so don't be stupid. Well, because the dick is good. Toxic, well, I'm not gonna lie, toxic dick is good dick. But we don't stick around for that. If you're gonna use a toxic dick, you're gonna fuck it, you're gonna leave it, and you're gonna go on to the next one. You ain't gonna stick around that one toxic dick because, oh my god, it's good dick, or oh my god, he got money. Bitch, go make your own money. Like, so it just pisses me off because I feel like we see that a lot. We see a lot of people just sticking in relationships that are obviously red signs and dealing with abuse, whether it's mental, physical, emotional, whatever, and dealing with all these things just to sticking in a relationship because either they like it or they're turned on by it or they're benefiting from it. Which, in my opinion, your mental fucking health, your happiness, your fucking all that should never be put last because somebody's benefiting or somebody's financially taking care of you or somebody's making you happy for the moment or horny for the moment. Like, what type of shit is that? Like, that shit really is just, it pisses me off and it mind boggles me 100%. Like, 100%. I don't understand how people could sit there and stick around in those relationships. It's disgusting to me. Looking at those two in their relationship, obviously the relationship is toxic from both sides because this woman cut this woman chopped this man's finger off. Now, I don't know. Now, in my opinion, okay. Now, it's up for the debate, everybody to say what's toxic, what's not. You know, what's abuse, what's not. Now, let's, okay. If we're in a relationship, listen, viewer, I know, even if you're a girl right now and you're like, oh my god, you're a fag. Listen, just pretend. I'm a straight nigga, right? And we in a relationship. Nah. It don't matter if you're gay, straight, whatever. But you could be in a relationship. I'm in a relationship, whatever. Let's say I'm in a relationship. Cute, dandy, pussy cunt. And, you know, we constantly get into arguments. You know, arguments to me, not red flags. Now, if there are arguments that are always happening for no reason, like just arguing just to argue, that's toxic. Period. Things like sticking around out late and doing shit like that and coming and or texting, just y'all know what the fuck toxic is. Y'all know what the fuck toxic is. Now, this is what I say about abuse. I feel like a lot of people feel like, oh, I hit him, then he beat the fuck out of me and I deserve it because I swung for. No, bitch, that's abuse. Now, I'm not saying, now, if I get hit by anybody, natural reaction is to snap back and hit back. Am I going to fuck them up? No, I'm not, unless I know it's like that. Because, you know, you might be walking in the street one day and somebody just throw their arms out, just to throw them out, and then they accidentally hit you, and you're like, oh, boo, and you're like, oh, sorry, you bumped into me, I bumped into you back. You know, I'm not gonna just fuck them up unless I know it's like violent or it's in my face. And you hit me in my face, then I'm gonna fuck you up. You know, but you don't just instantly fuck somebody else, especially if that's your significant other. Why you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, whatever, and they hit you once and you're angry because this and that, or they say they want to break up. I saw this video of some girl the other day on Facebook. It fucking blew my mind. She was doing this prank on her boyfriend, and she was like, babe, I want to tell you I'm breaking up with you. He got quiet, stood up, and when I tell you he beat the shit out of her, I was like, oh my god, like over a prank. So I can only imagine what the fuck is happening behind the camera when there's no prank, when they just regularly arguing, whatever the case may be. And I mean, maybe he just in that moment, maybe he has never done it before. Maybe just in that moment he was really, really feeling really possessive, really angry, really sad, hurt, all these things, and everything hit at once, and he did what he did. But in my opinion, you don't justify that. A spade is a motherfucking spade, bitch. Don't motherfucking be justifying these men and these bitches that be putting their hands on y'all and beating the shit out of y'all, and y'all just let that shit rock. It's not cute. And a lot of it stems from a lot of selfless. That's very selfless of y'all, because it stems from y'all not loving yourself, y'all not having the confidence in yourself, y'all not, and that's fine because we all deal with those issues, and I get it. But it's like, I will never not love myself. I would never put myself in a situation where I'm being disrespected like that, or like in a relationship, especially in a relationship where it should be love. Like, nah, like we can argue. We can argue. Oh yeah. Oh. I'm a bitch who love to argue. I will argue with you for the pettiest things. I'm never in a relationship, so I don't know. I'll probably be all loving, like, but in just general, I will argue with you over anything because I like to argue. I mean, I don't choose to always, but you know, I like to argue. So argument is one thing, but even in an argument, I feel like, if that's your friend, if that's your sibling, if that's your boyfriend, whatever, you don't, or your girlfriend, you don't want to sit there and argue and throw something in their face that or hurt them, you know, especially when it's not something like, unless it's done, like unless it's something that's really violent, if they cheated or something, then you let them fucking have it. That's why your dick stink, motherfucker. Your mom sucked cocks in hell, like, you know, things like that. Or your father's a prostitute and he pimped out your mother and your sister. and your daughter, you know, and meme. You know, to me, that is very, I don't know, it mind boggles me, honestly. And that kind of ties in, since I'm talking about mental issues, kind of ties into this week's episode, because we are going to get into mental issues a little bit, and just like self-worth and self-love and stuff. I know, why are we here? I thought we were here to have a good time. Yeah, we are having a good time, but I also want to be real. You know, this is where we keep it real, girl. So real quick before we get into that though, I just want to talk about this Jocelyn Cabaret thing. So if you watch Jocelyn Cabaret, if you know Jocelyn Hernandez, she's like, we know, Miss Puerto Rican Princess, Miss DBJ, Miss Hamid, you two-dot ass hoe, dog walk you hoe, you know, that girl. She's a mess. She's ghetto, she's ratchet, she doesn't give a fuck. She's a bad bitch, but she doesn't care. Now, so the reunion was shot for the Cabaret. And we know the Cabaret is crazy. The girls be fighting, the girls all that. Now, from season 2, the girls wanted to pop up on Jocelyn and all that. Now, and I don't think Jocelyn fought anybody in season 2 besides the bitch that she popped on. But I don't think at the reunion she fought anybody. But this reunion, girl, she really got into it with a couple of girls. She got into it with the tall bitch, with whatever the tall girl name is. Now, I know she's scared of her dinosaur ass, because that bitch is tall as fuck. I'll look up to her too. Like, oh my god, what the fuck with that big gap in your teeth, bitch? You look like you stomp bitches for life. So sickening. And then Miss Amber, I never really liked Amber in the show anyways. I know people liked her because she whatever. I didn't really like her. She was doing too much for me from episode 1. Very fake in the confessionals and stuff. Like trying to be something she not, and I don't like that. I don't like bitches who put on an act. I don't care how funny or cool you are, bitch. If you're fake, you're fake. In my eyes, that's just my opinion. But and especially because my thing is, like, she got so much to say about Jocelyn now post show, talking about you called me a nigga after I just got into a fight with a bitch for calling me a nigga. Girl, shut the fuck up. Why didn't you say anything there in that moment when she pushed you back in your chest? Why didn't you pop off on her then, or say don't call me? Why didn't you say that then? Dummy. I like, for real. And like, and not only that, but for me it's like, okay, I get it. Now shout out to all my black people, my Hispanic people, my every race, every culture, because hopefully everybody listens from everything, but this is specifically towards my black, Spanish, and colored people. In my opinion, for me, as somebody who is half black and half Spanish, you know, well, 4 and 4, like I'm 2 and 2 of each, but half and half basically, of like, you know, whatever, we're not gonna get into it. Point is, I feel like I've never been that type of bitch to be super offended by the N-word. Obviously I use it very much, but that's just because how I grew up, where I grew up, or who I grew up around. You know, I grew up with only hearing the word nigga, bitch, fuck, you know, dick, pussy, ass, you know. So these are words not from like in the household, but like, you know, out in the streets and from school and on the corner, bitch. I live where all the gangbangers be at. So of course this is what the lingo that is used and stuff. So I feel like, you know, for some people, because I feel like a lot of black people get mad when Hispanic people say it, like, oh, you're not black. First of all, we're all of black descent. Do your fucking culture. I mean, do your fucking social studies. You're global, bitch. I didn't motherfucking pass, and I know that shit. We all from the same descent, bitch. I'm Dominican, Puerto Rican. DRs come from the Africas, so don't play with me. That's one. So technically, I'm fully black, 100% black, and 50% Spanish. That doesn't make sense, but I hope you understand where I'm going with this. Anyways, so I just feel like a lot of people get so offended by that word, and I feel like, okay, especially if it's in a song. Like, if I'm at a fucking concert and everybody's singing a motherfucking song, like if I'm at the Doja Katrina concert and she like, niggas ain't shit, come up in your crib, like that, right? And I see a group of white bitches next to me singing, niggas ain't, girl, I'm not gonna sit there and say, y'all can't fucking say like I'm not black. Girl, we had a fucking concert, vibing, smoking, drinking, having a good time, just listening to music. That's what the fuck the song says. Sing it. Girl, she says it in every sentence of the song. Go ahead. You know, but if I'm around a white person outside of that, and we're just like having a conversation, she's like, this nigga had me fuck. No, bitch, don't do that. You know, now I still wouldn't get so offended and stuff. I'll just be like, girl, I'll just look at you like, oh, look, are you? You know, but I wouldn't get so offended because I don't feel like it's something to fight over unless somebody's like derogatory, saying the at the end, or like coming at me with that word, you know. But I don't really make it a big deal, especially because like, especially when it comes to like the Spanish, the Latinx community, you know, the Spanish community period, like, you know, again, we're a lot of us are from the hood, you know. If we from whatever hood we from, in the hood, they talk like that. Even with some white people, they hood and they talk like that too. So it's like, I just think it all really is from where you're from. I don't want to hear I don't even want to hear a fucking black person that's from the suburbs say the N-word, because you don't who are you? You don't even go. Do you go here? You don't go to the ghetto. So keep your mouth in the Caucasian. You should be using words like gentleman and sir and men and gentlemen. I think I said that. In the hood, we could say nigga, bitch, pussy, hoe. You bitches can't. So that's how I feel on that. I don't know why I started talking about that. Okay, but point is, Jocelyn is in court because some of the girls have been suing because the situation that happened on stage. During the reunion that we still haven't seen yet, but we're gonna see play out, because even in the little snippet you could see Mr. Ballistic beating up Miss Amber for her man. Okay, now back to the domestic violence. Now, okay. Girl, I like how I'm tying everything into each other in this episode. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. I'm really smart. Don't you like that? Oh. Anyways, so to tie that back into the domestic violence real quick. Okay, now, I never said that. Okay, no, because I was about to say something that I wasn't gonna mean. So let me catch that before. Okay, I don't think that a man should put his hands on a woman. Period. Nor do I think a woman should put their hands on a man. Period. I think women and women should fight. Men and men should fight. If you're trans, I hate, like, when I think I spoke about this when I was seeing the Bad Girls reunion or whatever the fuck it was called, and Sydney Star was there and the girls didn't want to pop off on Sydney because she was a trans. I said, girl, if y'all don't rock Miss Big Body to the floor because she got all this mouth, I don't give a fuck if you trans, if you whatever you transition to, baby. You can even if you identify as they, them, he, or it, they, them, he, she, it, whatever the fuck you want to identify as, you will get your ass rocked too. Periods. So, equality. That's the point of this, No, but seriously, I don't even know what the fuck I was saying before. But you see Ballistic swing on an Amber, which I wanted to bring that back into time because, people are like, oh, that's a man hitting a woman or he's beating on her or whatever. Now, I know this is going to sound a little controversial or like 50-50. Some people might not get what I'm saying, especially if you're not from the hood. Shout out to my Caucasians or my suburbians. Girl, okay, so I feel like when you are in a relationship, even not even a relationship per se, best friendship, family ship, whatever, if you are there when your family, your boyfriend, girlfriend, your cousin, your uncle, your whoever is having a fight and they are getting beat the fuck up, you jump the fuck in. Now, I'm not saying dog walk the hoe. I'm not saying fucking violate, especially if it's just y'all three in the street and them two fight. And don't come in and violate. There's nobody to break up the fight. But I'm saying you could boop boop. And, well, okay. In my opinion, you should pull them off. But I just know if I was to see somebody I'm with getting beat up during a fight, unless... it does depend on the situation, because sometimes, if you're on public and stuff, you want to keep it cute and classy, break up the fight. You don't want to go to jail and stuff, bitch. If your bitch go down, that's her fault for being stupid and fighting in the club. Too bad. Who did it? Her. She. What? I don't know her. So, yeah. I'm just joking, bitch. You better ride or die for your hoes. Well, not really, because you know what? Bitches out here is real fake. You don't really know who you can fuck with nowadays. Unless you got a bitch that you've really been riding for years. You don't take that motherfucking fall for anybody. I don't care if that bitch you've been your friend for 1 year. Bitch, clearly years, months, time don't matter to these hoes at all. And you got to think about in the sense, would these motherfuckers take the fall for me? If the shoe was on the other foot. Now, if the shoe was on the other foot, and that bitch would take the shoe off and or say, oh, it doesn't fit, and not even try to get a different size, then bitch, you better cut that bitch off now, because she ain't never gonna try to get a different size. That bitch is always gonna run on her size only, and she ain't gonna grow, nor is she gonna shrink. That was great. They should really give me my own talk show. Because this is some shit. This is some Maury Jerry Springer Dr. Phil shit, bitch. Don't play with me. Steve Wilcox up in this hole. Anyways, Tamitha Brown. No, that's... Is it Tamara Brown? Is that Tammy Brown? What is her name? Tamitha? Tamara Hall? Or is that Tamron Hall? Kamora Hall? I'm confused. I'm so confuzzled. Sorry, girls. The camera... anyways. I don't know, girl. I don't know. But okay, so I think I lost my train of thought. I hope you guys understood where I was coming from, but I don't even know what happened. Anyway, so let's get into this, the Gigana. Let's get into this talk real quick. Okay, so mental health. Fuck you. To all my mental health bitches out there, shout out to y'all. To all the mental health issues that exist, fuck you. Okay, now I feel like, especially in the time we live in, I feel like mental health isn't something that people really talk on too much. I mean, people do talk about it a little bit, but people like don't really talk about it because people talk about it, but they don't really do nothing about it, you know. And I feel like you know, a lot of people aren't realistic with it. Like, a lot of people feel, okay, like, if you're one of my bitches with mental health, you know, and mental health goes with anything that goes for depression, bipolar, anxiety, fucking anger issues, schizophrenia. You bitches are questionable, but to all of you, I just feel like, shout out to y'all, because I feel like we strong as fuck. To those who are still doing it, to those who are still badass bitches, to those who have dealt with the dark demons who said take your life, or take that person's life, and you ain't do it. To those who are still standing strong, to those who are doing better, to those who are not cutting themselves or not doing, I mean, I never cut myself, thankfully, amen, hallelujah. Now, yes, I used to deal with really deep, dark depression, and yes, I still do deal with depression now, but it used to be really deep and dark, like, ooh, phlegm, girl, where that came from? Anyways, oh, I almost choked on my throat, my esophagus, my asparagus. No. Okay, so back to what the fuck I was saying. Real talk. I feel like a lot of us don't really call it. Okay, now I don't really know how to speak about it too much, like how to say it with like the proper way I want to say. Okay, I'm just gonna get into it. Mental health is something real. It's a real problem. It's a real issue. It's something that a lot of bitches really do deal with. And for some reason, I noticed that it's really big in my generation, like generations before, after, obviously, yes, you know. But I guess because they kind of find their happiness or like their exuberance on the social medias, like TikToks and the Instagram, the Snapchats or whatever, the YouTubes or whatever, the younger ones, you know. And I get it, but that's not really, you know, that's not really, you know, I mean, I guess whatever works, but I feel like it's just crazy to me how just my generation is just full of so many people with so many issues. And when I speak with so many people that I have conversations with, even people I first meet or meet or whatever, just whatever, or know, it's just like when we have those conversations about mental issues, it's just crazy how, even though our stories are different, how similar they are, especially when you're speaking about certain issues, you know. And a lot of the times it does go back to like home, you know. I feel like mental issues they stem from home and just upbringing, and not only that, sometimes it's just, you know, you're just unlucky and you just get it because of genes. Now, I was unlucky and I got it because of genes. Now, I mean, I have been through a lot of things in my life where I do think, I'm not sure, I don't want to jinx it, but well, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not like I'm gonna live another version of my life right now, but you know, I feel like, do I know if things would have been different, if I would have maybe been happier and less, you know, less with all these issues, and maybe my life would have been different had it not be with these issues that ran in my genes and stuff. But, you know, I don't, because okay, I feel like a lot of people, the problem with having mental issues is a lot of people who are aware that they have these issues like to blame it on those issues. They like to blame it, like similar to people who do things about their past. Oh, I'm like this way because of my past, which is great. But because I do this, I don't do it, but I bring up my past. I'm like, you know what, this is how I am. But my thing is like, how the fuck can you get better from it, you know? Like, again, the depression, the anxiety, all these things, the bipolarness is, yes, those are serious issues. And especially when you're a creator or somebody creative or just somebody who's so open and spirited and stuff, it hinders your life a lot, honestly. Because I feel like there's a lot of times where I really there's a lot of things I want to get done. There's so many things I want to work on, so many things I want to get done, so many things I have to get done, so many things I'm planning, all these things. And for some reason, it's just like, there's this block, like right here. Like, it feels like there's literally a block right here in my brain that just won't let me just reach my full potential or go for what I want to go for, or even express myself creatively. You know, I feel like in the moment I'm like, okay, like at some moments I'm like, okay, I really want to do this, I need to do this and whatever. I start planning full throttle and stuff, then I don't know, it just hits this block and it's just like, fuck. I lose either sometimes I either lose all creativity and it's just a creative block, or I lose all my ambition to do things. And it fucking sucks, honestly, because I feel like, you know, I mean, I don't, you know, again, you don't blame it on issues, because look, like right now, like perfect, like like I tell people all the time, like with me at least, right now I could be having this I'm having this conversation with you guys right now, and I'm thinking about 10 million other things. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do after this video, if this video is good enough, or what am I going to eat, am I good enough, or this and that, what I'm going to do tomorrow, how I'm going to make, just so many different things, for even things as small as, why the fuck is my coat rack like that, why the fuck do I have, like, just small things like that. And it's sometimes it kind of irritates me, because it's like, you know, people say when you know what you need to work on, you work on it, you change it. But it's like some things you just can't work on, you can't change, you know? Like, I feel like, especially, like, I spoke about it kind of a little bit in the hot box the other day. When it comes to, like, I feel like I've grown a lot, and I'm very proud of myself like that, you know, with that, because, and I feel like I could get emotional even talk about it, because I feel like back from middle school and high school, just being so misunderstood, you know, just, you know, having, you know, fighting for my respect, and just being who the fuck I was and stuff, and just being so misunderstood, and people just constantly saying, oh, you're a bully, or you're mean, or you're this, or you're that. Like, it was never like that. You know, for one, it was a lot of just like me figuring out who I was and stuff. And not only that, I just really do like respect on my name, but you know, I just didn't know how to go about it. I didn't know how to be that bitch to just walk away from an issue in school, and or in life period, when I was younger, in high school, in middle school, or just out in and outside of school. When I say high school, middle school, I don't always be talking about in school. I mean just those years. How to navigate those feelings, how to navigate how I'm feeling and all these things. It was just so hard to even think about those things. Like, even think about, you know, like how can I overcome these things? Like, a lot of the times I just looked at myself and I'm just like, bitch, you're worthless. Like, I'll look at myself in the mirror when I was younger, and that's why I'm so proud of myself, because I feel like I've done such a 180 from that, you know? Like, I used to literally just sob in the mirror and just pinpoint every little bad detail on myself. Oh, you're fat, or your unibrow, or your pimples, or you're ugly, or you'll never be funny enough, or you try too hard, or whatever it was. I just attack. But now I've been like this for a while now, but I completely just changed, and I always tell people, first thing you should do when you wake up in the morning, like, you don't always have to do it, but I think it's just great. Wake up in the morning, look at yourself in the mirror, and you tell yourself, bitch, you're a badass motherfucking bitch, and you're gonna motherfucking win. Like, and it doesn't matter, you know, gay, straight, whatever, guy, girl, you can say however you want to phrase it. We don't have to say what I said. Say whatever you want to say. It's to yourself, you know, give yourself that motivation and stuff. But it's like, it's such a difference, you know, and I don't know if, I think it really just took me, and I think that's what I try to tell people. I feel like a lot of people look for happiness in other people. A lot of people look for happiness in other situations. A lot of people look for this comfort and this reassurance and this acceptance from other people that, bitch, you don't motherfucking need. You don't motherfucking need. Now, yes, I'd be lying if I say sometimes my overthinking doesn't get the best of me. Sometimes I tense up, or I get a little awkward when I go out, especially when I'm by myself at a club, and as you see so many friends or at a bar, whatever, you see people over there, boyfriend, girlfriend over here, boyfriend, girlfriend, best friends and cousins, and everybody partying up, and you just here by yourself, just like, you know, sometimes you have those thoughts that it's either, you know, whatever. But I feel like when it comes to those things, and it's like, girl, like, you need to just really, like, again, you don't need nobody else's reassurance. You don't need nobody else to accept you. You don't need none of that, bitch. You need to accept yourself and reassure yourself. And that's why I tell people all the time, take time by yourself. I hate people who tell me, ew, I don't like going to this place by myself, or I don't like going. Girl, get the fuck over it. Suck it a buttercup, bitch. Because when there's nobody around, when you lose all them friends, or when everybody snip you off, or when your family isn't around, or when you move away, or when people start dying, or whatever the case may be, you're only gonna have you at the end of the day. How the fuck are you gonna be able to be by yourself and navigate with yourself if, bitch, you ain't giving yourself that own time? Now, being by yourself a lot sometimes isn't always the best, because, like I said, I'm an overthinker. So a lot of times when I'm by myself, you know, sometimes I'm having a good KeKe, laughing, and like, bitch, you funny as fuck. But then sometimes I'm like, bitch, you're sad as fuck. You need help. No, because I like to push myself, and I said that that's just me. I like to push myself. I expect so much from myself. I'm very hard on myself, and that's something I'm still working on. Just not being hard on myself, because I feel like that's the only way I'm going to win. Because if I'm not hard on myself, or if I don't believe in myself and push myself as much as I do, who the fuck is gonna do it? But it's like I want to be able to relax sometimes, just be able to chill and live in a moment. You know, that's some things that's things I need to work on. But, you know, I think when it comes to just the acceptance and loving myself, it's something that I've overcome so much. And I just, you know, when I see other people who are so lost, or they just really just desire and just fiend for the need for someone else to look at them and say you're it, or just whatever. And I'm just like, I don't get that. Like, I don't get that. That's why I don't understand the people who stick around this toxic relations, these toxic friendships. You have to know when to say enough is a motherfucking enough, and say, bitch, I love my motherfucking self. I'm the baddest bitch. I don't need nobody. And that's what it's all about, to be honest. Because like I said, at the end of the day, you can have a million kids, you can have a husband, a wife, a family, a dog, a cat, a whatever, a Holy Spirit that follow you around everywhere you go. But who really know how you feeling? Who really know what pain, what emotions, what thoughts, what all the things you are motherfucking going through but yourself? Nobody. So for my motherfuckers who are dealing with those issues where they don't have where they feel like they need somebody else's insurance, and you know, and I ain't talking about Health First and fucking Blue Cross Blue Shield. That would be real sickening and cute though. Some Emblem Health, bitch, something good, because this LA insurance ain't really cutting. I don't really like this insurance. I like my Health First from back home. But anyways, that's besides the point. The point is, you don't need nobody's none of that. Like, and I feel like what people really need to start doing, if you're listening to this podcast, if you're watching me right now, and you're dealing with some of these issues, at least with the reinsurance, and just not feeling like you're enough and not loving yourself, you need to take time by yourself. Distance yourself from people, because first of all, another big issue is, look at who the fuck you around. Because bitch, if you are feeling this sad, and you feeling this not enough, and this not loved, this not welcomed, whatever, then the people around you are part of the problem. And the only way to make changes, and this is why I tell people all the time, you can't change how other people act, what other people perceive of you. I mean, well, you can do that, but you can't really change none of that. You can only change you, or change how, or what, or who's around you. You know, you can do that. You can change the narrative of the situation. Because I feel like when I started to learn and make this transition into being this badass bitch that I am today, and having this mentality and having this drive and this whatever, was really honestly when I feel like when you say bitch lost, because when I feel like when you say lost, people are like, oh my god, I lost, you loser. I don't mean lost like that, but you know, it just when I lost all connections with all the friends I had in high school and stuff at the same time, back to back, issues, and I feel like you can always word it, you know, especially when you're feeling type of way. You tell people, look, this is how I'm feeling, If people do not try to take the initiative to change those things, they don't give a fuck about you how they say they do. And that's when you need to notice, bitch, those people gotta go. Give them the motherfucking snip. And when you see that you're surrounding yourself by the right energy, or by other energy, or whatever the case may be, or even it's just by yourself, you really will notice that other people could uplift you, or other people will bring the best out of you and stuff. You don't want people who's not going to bring the best out of you and stuff, you know. And I feel like, again, some of us just really go through those issues. Maybe you are in a friend group that do completely love you, and they're telling you all the time, vent to us or talk to us, we want to take care of you, we want to go out with you, and because of your issues, you're like, oh yeah, no, you really don't. Oh yeah, I'd rather stay home. Which is fine, I get it, because it's happened to me too, but it's like, you don't block your blessings because of those issues. And I know that's kind of hard, but because I don't really know how to explain how to do things like that, because again, everybody's different. You have to learn your own techniques to do these things. This is just my perspective, my point of view, or whatever. But I feel like, especially when it comes to your surroundings, girl, a lot of people around you are envious, and that could drain your energy. A lot of people around you are just negative energy. A lot of people are just toxic energy, and those people just need to cut the fuck out your life. Unnecessary drama, unnecessary all that. Just, why is it around? If you have to second guess your relationship with anybody, your position with anybody, they shouldn't be around, period. You know, like, and that's something. Like, moving out here and trying to make relationships and connections with people, it's something that I've been trying to tell myself, is just like, you know, yeah, do that, but just remember, just don't ever forget what the fuck, you know, who the fuck, you know, I know I won't, because I never contradicted myself. Even from younger, everything I've kind of said and stood by and lived for and stood for, I the same way now. But you know, I just feel like I don't know. I just like when it comes to the friend aspects of me, I honestly just really started giving up on it. Like that's why I prefer going out by myself, bitch. I'd rather go to the movies by myself. I'd rather go to the clubs and the bars by myself. I'd rather do everything by myself, just because I know I can count on myself. I know I can have a good time. I know I don't need nobody else for a good time, and I know I don't need nobody else to be around and like just really keep my spirits up. Because bitch, if my spirits are up, I keep my own spirits up. Now my spirits are low, bitch, I'll stay locked in my room all day, and I don't want to speak to nobody. Don't come even knock on my door, because I'll bite your head off. You know? So yeah, I think, one, work on yourself, isolate yourself, notice the changes, and just really like pinpoint things you want to work on and things you know that you shine on and things like that. You know, really focus on yourself. Love yourself, bitch. Look at yourself in the mirror, bitch. I'm a badass motherfucker, bitch. This bitch cannot compare. Right now on this camera, look like a dry harassed rat, and look fat as fucking this yellow ass sweater. But I'm cute. I'm still in the back of my head looking at myself in the mirror like, damn. Like, besides the fact you look real scruffy and dirty right now, you are sickening. You're a sickening, dirty, roachy rat. You know, that's how I feel. And you know, now because excuse me, I promise you it ain't gone over. Anyways, I know. Y'all listening, you're like, bitch, I know you ain't fucking telling us self-love and stuff, but you coming at yourself. See, I've earned the right to do that. Now, because at the end of the day, if you can't make fun of yourself, if you can't read yourself, how the hell you could read or make fun of somebody else? Amen. If they say, come on, it goes the same way for love too, girl. It goes for all of that. Because, see, I've come so far in myself mentally, and I like dark humor and things like that stuff, and whatever. Now, if somebody else come up to me and be like, bitch, you shaped like a box, I might punch you in the face. I might punch you in the throat. Matter of fact, I might kick you in the kneecap, beat you the fuck up, and leave you on the floor. And rob you. And drive away with your fucking car, bitch. Then run you over. Because that's rude. You don't walk up to anybody and say that. But if I'm on camera and I say, bitch, I'm shaped like a box. Oh, I'm shaped like a box. Y'all better KeKe, cackle, or don't. And I'm not, see, some people, when they say things like that, they putting themselves down. But me, I say it jokingly. You know, even if I do, when I'm putting on a couple pounds, or when I'm losing weight, or whatever the case may be, when my eyebrows ain't done, whatever, my nails ain't done, oh, you look like a little boy, or whatever, just, because I can, you know. And when you love yourself and you know, bitch, you love yourself, you can say whatever the fuck you want about yourself. Don't let nobody else be like, oh, don't say that. Stop, don't be mean to yourself. You're so just a bad bitch. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You know my hairline is like right now. My nails is dangling off. I'm ashy as fuck. My breasts smell like hot dick and balls. And so I'm going to read myself, because you ain't going to tell me, so I'm going to tell myself. On that note, my breath never smells like dick and balls, to the boys and the girls, you know. So if you see me out in person, don't think, oh my god, dick and balls, give them gum. No, I always have gum, and my breath never stinks, you know. Especially after 5 years of having braces, I learned how to take care of my mouth a lot, you know. Maybe I don't have the shiniest, whitest teeth, but I got pretty good hygiene, especially when it comes to the mouth. I have nice lips, so of course I have to keep my breath on tight. So don't ever come for me, and I'm never ashy. Because when I feel ashy, I have lotion up. But I don't need lotion, because I'm naturally glossy. Anything else? Didn't think so. I'm so fucking stupid. Bitch, I really know how to work this mic. I feel like every time I laugh, I'm breathing heavy as fuck on the fucking mic, bitch. But maybe it's because the angle I have it into, you know, I'm holding it. Or whatever. But okay. I don't care. You're gonna have to do with it this episode, like I said. Anyways, so... But yeah, okay, and when it comes to back to the blockage and stuff, I do want to finish up talking about that or whatever. I feel like honestly the blockage is something I really don't know how to, you know. I feel like I tell people, because my problem is I give a lot of advice and I like to help people out, but I don't take my own fucking advice. And a lot of the shit I be saying is really real and really true and really like, damn bitch, sickening. But I don't take my own advice. When it comes to the blockage, I feel like I don't know. It gets me, sometimes it just irritates me, you know, and I feel like it gets me emotional when, not right now, I'm not getting emotional earlier, but it gets me emotional when I like a lot, sometimes it's just like, what the fuck, you know, like, what is going on? Why can't I know what's on, like, I know what's, like, some people, like, what triggers your depression? What triggers your anger? What triggers your mood swings? What triggers, a lot of the times I don't know, and That's what pisses me off, because it's like I hate not being able to identify it. I hate not being able to know. Like, I hate feeling like I'm okay or wanting to be okay. And something in my head just won't let me. Just the spirits, the demons, that they just won't let me just be great, be happy, be chill. And that's what bothers me. It's because sometimes I feel like it's out of my control. Now, I don't know if that's something I can learn how to you know, cope with, like deal with, or just cope with, or whatever. But it's something that the more and more I notice, it's just the more and more it really affects me. And I don't like that. I don't like feeling like I can conquer the world, I can do so much, but in that moment, it's like you can't do nothing. You know, it gets me really mad, because it's like I don't know why I'm like this. Why am I feeling like this? Why am I happy one minute and sad the next minute? Why am I happy? Like right now, I could be recording this podcast, and either halfway through the podcast and happen to irritate me, or right when I finish and turn off this motherfucking camera and turn off the fucking lights, and I'm like that, and like just serious face and sad, crying. And I don't really cry. I'm an emotional gangster, in the words of Cardi B, cry once a month, but or on my period, because on my period sometimes I get the mood swings real bad, but it just it mind boggles me a lot. And I feel like, honestly, to all my bitches with mental health, go seek help. A lot of you bitches be like, oh my god, psychiatrist, the therapist, bitch. We need that. I would live and love if, like, I've really been trying to find a therapist for out here, because it's been a minute since I've been therapized, and I need it. You know, because just being able to talk to somebody who don't know you, don't know other parties, don't have no prerequisite. Oh, bitch, look at me. I'm a glossary today up in this episode, bitch. I am the dictionary. I am the dictionary. The dick goes in me, and I am the dictionary. That was bad. Oh, that was a really bad one. Cut the cameras. That was terrible. Anyways, the help. I feel like you know, you need it. You know, I feel like to be able to speak to somebody who doesn't know nobody, and their opinion is completely biased and just based off of what they went to the school for, well, you know, giving you their knowledge and stuff, but also like giving you techniques and stuff, but also just giving you their real tea and their real opinions on situation and stuff. Now, don't go in front of no fucking therapist and start lying and telling them half-ass stories, or bitch. And I'm not saying now, if you go around killing bitches and doing crazy shit, drugging people and sleeping with them and stealing their money and stuff, now you don't want to go to a therapist and tell them that, because they will call the cops or will call ACS. If you all my young kids, watch out. Unless you really trust the therapist, watch what you just tell these hoes. Don't, in the first session when they ask you, how are you really feeling? Now, I know that question can get anybody, bitch, because when I get asked that question, girl, I sob every fucking time when it's a therapist saying, look in my eye. I've had like 3 therapists in my life. I'm itchy. Anyways, I you know, and when they look at you in the eye and they say, how are you really feeling? Girl, I'm like, oh, like it's just something that just, it's like a light switch that goes, how are you really? Like I just start sobbing, like I don't know, sorry, can I? Like it's nasty. It sounds just like that, girl. And I'm just like, oh boy, you know. So but you know, just watch what you say. You know, something, obviously your first session especially, you know, once you get to know them better and you get to know that you can trust them, then you can sit there and tell them everything, girl. Tell them about how you just got rammed in the pussy last night and all the positions he fucked with. If that's the type of relationship y'all got, that's the type of relationship y'all got. You know, tell them how you were just sniffing coke in the bathroom last week at the college party. Tell them everything, girl. Tell them how you freaking put your baby daddy on fucking child support when that nigga behind bars. You just want that nigga to pay because you hate him because he cheated on you and then killed the motherfucker you was sleeping with. Girl, I don't know. But I feel like some things you watch what you say, like when it comes to that, because you don't want to go to jail, you don't want to persecute yourself, especially against my young people. I made the mistake, not really a mistake, but when they took me in for a psych evaluation back in high school, whatever, I was really dealing with some really, again, I had really bad depression, really bad, all that, just really, really dark mind. Like when I say dark humor, yeah, it's cute and stuff, but I had a dark mind, like, not like I'll take other people's lives and stuff, you know what I mean, I was but mostly with myself, like playing with knives, and I would never cut myself because I love my skin, I love my life too much, but I'll rub it up on my skin and play with it, wrap myself with the belt around my neck and put it against the door and close it and just like try to hang myself. Yes, like it was bad, you know, and I dealt with that for so many years, for for as young as I can remember, I know I was in elementary. I think maybe not third, maybe too early. I think maybe fourth. Yeah, it definitely was fourth because I was in my old school. So around third or fourth, all the way to fucking, well, no, actually probably around second, to be honest. That was the year everything started happening. So I'd say one of those years, second, third, or fourth grade, all the way, as bad as it was, to maybe about the first or second year high school, till I really started, like, you know, making that difference. I mean, the difference started happening, but internally I wasn't there, you know. And that's why I'm happy, you know, not happy to talk about it, because it's like, oh my god, yay, depression, death, suicide, emo, you know. But it does feel good to have conversations about the topic, and it feels good to speak about it. It feels good to educate people and let people know, bitch, you're not a motherfucking alone. Bitch, we deal with this shit for real. And to, again, to you bitches who making it, overcoming and changing and making the best out of it, bitch. Shout out to y'all, because it is really hard. It is extremely hard. And I don't mean those bitches who feel like they're depressed because now, yes, heartbreak and all that stuff is real, but I don't mean that little sad ass shit, or you're depressed because this and that or whatever. Nah, I'm talking about real life, long-term depression, like the bitches who really got issues. Like, y'all are some badass bitches. And niggas too, y'all are some boss-ass niggas, like because y'all really motherfucking thriving, bitch. Y'all ain't letting that shit stop you. I know how that shit is. Y'all ain't letting that shit stop you. Y'all badass fuck, period. But like I was saying, I honestly don't know what I was saying. Oh yeah, the therapist. I just feel like therapy is important. But yeah, so when I had the psychiatrist or whatever, oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Girl, I know y'all been listening to me, you'll be like, this motherfucker go everywhere with the story. Yeah, I do, but I always bring it back. You know, I go around and I lose my train of thought. When I say one word, I'm like, oh, this story, but I bring it back anyways. So when they put me in the psych ward, they wanted to put me in the psych ward. When they put me to take a psych evaluation in some hospital or whatever, I guess because they asked me, something that I don't feel so comfortable talking about yet, because those are kind of traumatizing, but they asked me a couple questions, and my answers were just like, you know, and I just felt like, you know, I was like, okay, maybe I could confide in them, you know, they know what they're doing, they're, you know, professionals in a hospital. Girl, why the fuck ACS was knocking on the door? Girl, a couple of days passed by, everybody at work and school, I'm here cooking after school, whatever, having a good ass time in my underwear, my tank top, listening to some music, smoking up some weed. I hear doo at the door. I come to the motherfucking door, ACS. I said, what the fuck? They come in, sit down. They're like, I opened the door, they just started walking. I said, oh, these bitches did not just, hi, welcome, would you like a glass of water? Come in. Like, can we start with that? Or your name? Like, they sat down and said, we're from ACS. And, we were told of this girl. Long story short, they kept trying to come back and stuff. I never showed up or never went to the thing and never opened the door for them again. Girl, they ended up putting my mom on the ACS list. I said, are y'all dumb? She ain't abusive. I ain't never say nothing about this woman. I don't. Now that's one thing I could give a full disclaimer from. I do not come from an abusive home. Maybe mentally a little bit. Maybe just a little verbally, mentally, but physically not abusive at all. So there was no reason the ACS case was built. Period. Because they hear me say what I'm thinking in my head mentally. That shit blew mine. I was like, why the fuck are you gonna ask me how I'm feeling and then blame that on the household? Like, I was like, what the fuck? And that was the second time, because some shit happened with my sperm donor, but that's a whole different story for a whole another day, because girl, we could get into that story for real, KeKe. But that one was crazy too. Another ACS case. I said, girl, y'all opening too many ACS cases. Somebody gonna go to jail. The kids are gonna get taken away. Where are we going? What foster home? Like, I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Shout out to all my people in foster home, foster homes and adoptions. And shout out to y'all, because y'all some strong ass motherfuckers too, because y'all be hopping house to house, being sent to all these fucked up families and coming from all these fucked up backgrounds, and y'all really sitting here, y'all making it, y'all strong, and do what the fuck I gotta do. Shout out to y'all, bitch. I love y'all. But we're gonna take a quick break. I know I never done breaks before, but I know this has kind of been a very monotone situation. So we're gonna take a quick break, and after the break we're gonna pick it back up, bitch, and we gonna KeKe. See you bitches in a second. Do you ever feel like you're walking and behind your booty hole just feels like really just smushy, and you're walking and the butt just feels very icky, and when you bend over you get a little, oh, it's stinky? Well, this is my PSA to you. Douche, because your ass stinks. Do you taste that? Do you taste that shit coming out your mouth? Go brush your fucking teeth, you nasty ass whore. Ew. No, but seriously, guys, I just want to let you guys know, if you haven't tuned into the hot box, go tune into the hot box short version on my channel. If you want the full raw uncut version, like a lot of you men uncircumcised, you're gonna go tune into Cuddy TV and go tune into my Instagram J_HBIC, because girl, we got some things coming out for you girls, and Jay the Slayer may be making a couple appearances coming to a city near you. Okay, back to the video. These bitches motherfucking keep calling my name like I ain't fucking tell them I'm recording. I'm gonna beat everybody the fuck up. Anyways, like the fuck I was saying, I hate people. I'm sorry, that's just mental health. Anyways, so I feel like, okay, find what the fuck you love to do and motherfucking do it. And I will stress that all the fucking time, because look, I feel like a lot of people, you know, I do my podcast, I do my videos and stuff, girl. I do my little reps, I do my other stuff, girl. I don't do everything I don't do for nobody. All the things I love to do, my careers, my goals, my jobs, my wishes, my whatever, I don't do it for nobody, bitch. So I record this podcast with hopes that, you know, it becomes big, or I record the hot box and post my videos with hopes that it becomes big. Yes, of course, everybody wants the money for it, especially, bitch, because I want money. I want to be rich. I want to be that bitch, but I don't do this shit for nobody. Period. I don't record for nobody. I don't post for nobody. Like, okay, I mean in the sense that, like, yes, I do post for you guys, because, you know, I'm talking to you guys, so I hope you guys. But I mean, like, in the sense that, like, I don't care what nobody thinks about when they listen to me, girl. I know some people gonna listen to me and be like, this bitch is loud as fuck. This bitch don't know what she doing, or this bitch is too vulgar, or whatever. And I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, stupid motherfucker. No, I mean, no, for real though. You know, and I feel like that's the big thing. I feel like, because that's oh girl, that's a good thing. That not a good thing, but that's the thing that ties into kind of the mental issues, because I feel like a lot of time people are so worried, wrapped up with what other people think and other people's perceptions and what other people are gonna say. Girl, who gives a fuck? Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are they? You know, like, do what the fuck you want to do, because you want to motherfucking do it and say, bitch, I don't give a fuck. If you love me, you love me. You don't love me, you don't love me. You hate me, you gonna jump off the motherfucking train. You're gonna jump in the train or get ran the fuck over, bitch. Period. And I said what the fuck I said. So with that being said, no, medication. Oh, girl, medication. Let's talk about medication, because, girl, I don't think the girls know about medication, and I ain't talking about alcohol, because alcohol, you know, leads to alcoholism and drunkenism and other issues. And I don't mean weed either, because yes, I self-medicate, as we know. Obviously, I love self-medicating. I love me some weeds. It's sickening, you know. I just love it. I'm out of smoke right now. You know, I'll wait till we're off the camera. But seriously, I think medication. Now, it's very. Medication is very, like, not talked about when it comes to the mental issues and stuff, because a lot of people either have that perception of like the medication just being have you like that, like, real dumb and stupid and slow, and just like have you like, what the fuck is going on, you know, or it just will kill you or something. I don't fucking know. But, like, I know for me at least, I was very, very hesitant on taking medication, which I still am, because I have the medicine and I don't really take it every day. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, Doc. I was gonna say her name, but I don't know if she want people find her. Sorry, Doc. I'm sorry if you're listening and you're like, this motherfucker got me sending out new prescriptions every motherfucking month and he ain't taking it. Now let me tell you something, that's your choice. No, for real, I just don't take it, because I mean, I do, because I feel like I know I need to and kind of get on it, because it's antidepressants or whatever, you know. But I feel like it's just my own stigma, just more so. I always felt like I don't like drugs, period. Even when I'm sick, I like to make myself feel, but I don't really like doctors. I don't really like the only medicine I really fuck with is NyQuil, Dayquil, bitch, because Dayquil, I just like the flavor, the ones with the little menthol flavor, and the NyQuil knock a bitch the fuck out. So I live for NyQuil, Dayquil. But I don't really like medication, period. Medication is not for me. You know, even like vitamins, it's hard for me to be consistent and take them away all the time, because I hate swallowing them. Sometimes it makes me nauseous and whatever, just the smell of them. I don't know. I just really don't like medication, in my opinion. But I do think that people need to really consider, really, especially if you trust your doctor, or even if you're not, do your own fucking research, bitch. We got the electronics for it. We got the resources. do the research on what the fuck medication you might need or they're suggesting for you to take for your mental issues. Because, girl, even though, yes, very stigmatized in our communities, especially in the Spanish or the black communities or whatever, the gay communities and stuff, you know, it's something that I think, you know, in some cases for some people might help them a lot. You know, it might benefit some people a lot to, you know, take medication for the mood swings and take medication for the depression or the anxiety, whatever the fuck they're offered. You know, look it up first. Don't just be a yes-ass bitch and be like, oh, yes, that's a good drug, let me take it. No, because some things might have bad effects on you long-term or fuck with your appetite or fuck with your mind or your blood or your pussy. You might not be able to get hard anymore after you start taking them drugs, young men. So you want your dick to go up, make sure you read on what the fuck is going on in the medicine, because that medicine might have something that pop in them, that dick bloodstream, and that dick don't want to get, it's the tissue that don't want to get hard because it made the tissue soft. And now you got limp dick for the rest of your life. So that's why I always say look it up first. Google or schmoogler. We love a good Google. So yeah, I say, you know, just don't be opposed to it. I feel like, girl, if you just have issues you want to overcome, do what you. So my bitches, y'all gonna do what the fuck y'all gotta do. Y'all know what y'all need to do it. Period. Y'all know if y'all need help, y'all want the help, go get the motherfucking help. Y'all need medicine, y'all want the medicine, go get the motherfucking medicine. Y'all want to do it on your own because y'all feel like y'all bad bitches. Because bitch, I do. Let me tell you something right now. I do. I don't vent to people. I don't like to vent to people. I don't like to tell people what's going on in my mental and stuff or whatever. No. Because one, I don't trust nobody and I don't feel like I have that relationship with anybody. Not only that, but two, I don't like putting my issues on other people because I feel like a lot of people run to me with their issues most of the time and stuff. I like to be the person to take care of people and uplift people and make people feel good and reassure them and stuff. I don't need people to do that for me. And I'm only like that, I guess, maybe because, like, since I needed it so much and there was not a lot of people giving that to me, or whatever, because but I've always been like this, just not wanting to open up and, you know, vent and just, you know, I'd rather do it on my own, you know, and there's a lot of issues that I know I need to overcome and problems that I need to face that I'm like, bitch, you need to face them. Because long term, bitch, one day that shit's gonna all catch up to you one day and you're gonna just break the fuck down. But I'm like, come the fuck on. Bring on the wrecking balls. Bring on the hammers. Come on. Let's see. Let's see. Bitch, I'm a strong wall. This wall is strong as fuck. This gate, it ain't going down. It ain't opening. So if you want to break through, bitch, break through. Break through. Shit. I'm a rebuild and I build. I'm a transform, build back into a better bitch. Ooh, that should be a shirt. Build back into a better bitch. Ooh, matter of fact, I should be president. And that could be my campaign slogan. Build back a better bitch. And in that case, the bitch will be America. Because she a hoe. But yeah, prostitutes. I just... what the fuck? Prostitutes. I don't know about prostitutes. And, no, I want to talk about sex workers. Or people who sell their bodies and do OnlyFans, prostitution, all these things. Now, yes... prostitution and things like that, or hoeing and being on the corner at 12 o'clock at night in a skimp ass outfit waiting, hoping that a sugar daddy or a man will drive by and drug you up and fuck you, or you drug them up and you steal their money, whatever, however way you like it, girl, or possibly end up dead, because that's if you're doing that 12 o'clock at night, especially, girl, you bargaining with your life at that point. You don't know this man from a hole in the wall. You sitting here on the corner, girl. I fully on my old block. I used to in LA, girl, in fucking a couple blocks down. There used to always be strippers and prostitutes on the corner at night, at like around 10 and stuff. Girl, I'd go into 7-Eleven, walk, and 7-Eleven right on the corner, go into the store, come right back out. The bitch was gone. I said, oh. That was fast, you know. So girl, they be gonna. Now I'm not against it, because girl, power to the pussy, power to even the men who do it, power to us, because let me tell you something. Sometimes you gotta do what the fuck you gotta do. And honestly, if I was a little more brave, bitch, I would do OnlyFans or start sucking dick and cock for some money, because I know I got the good jaw and the good throat. You know, I got the good mouth, the wet mouth. But I still won't, because it's more of a pride thing and a self-love thing for me. But again, just because you do it don't mean you don't have self-love. Now, there's a lot of people who do it because of the mental issues and stuff. They don't feel enough, or they feel like they're just so sexual beings, or sex is life, literally life, because that's what they do for a living, is just sex, suck dick and cock, and get their pussy pounded, or their booty holes pounded and cream pied into, or gangbangs or bukkakied, just to make a good dollar. But let me tell you something, those people make good money. So even though, now this is when the mental health issues for those girls who do these things and have mental health issues, and it's because of the mental health, this is when it benefits, because girls, you're winning millions of dollars for being a hoe who deals with their issues in their head, who opens their legs for every other motherfucker in the world. And guess the fuck what? Those motherfuckers are rich as fuck. Mansions, traveling the world, doing all those things because they're smart. They said, I'ma use this fucking downfall and make it an upfall. I'ma take this depression, this anger, this anxiety, this bipolar disorder, and I'ma put it into my pussy. And I'ma use that anger and that sadness and fuck that man so hard, I'ma make this money. And that's sickening. I'm so... No. I mean, no. I'm, you know, again, I like dark humor. No, but seriously, I mean, props to y'all if y'all do it. You know, to those who do it, because they, you know, again, don't do things like don't change. You know you're doing it because you have these issues, and you know, whatever issues it may be, daddy issues most of the time. You know, oh, I'm a slut because I have daddy issues. Well, deal with that, because I'm a hoe too, but I'm a good hoe, and I'm not a hoe just for anybody. I don't just spread my legs for everybody, and I don't do it for money either. I should start charging. But I should have been charging actually. But because the way these niggas come and go, might as well. Should I be rich? I would have been Gay Hefner by this point. But yeah, I think I don't know. I don't know why. I just wanted to talk about prostitutes. I just wanted to talk about prostitutes and hoes. So shout out to my prostitutes, hoes, OnlyFanners, all you hoes. Confidence. Yes, there we go. Confidence. I feel like a lot of you hoes do that. Even if y'all don't have mental issues, y'all have one motherfucking thing. Confidence, bitch. Because y'all are on that camera and they be filming from all different directions, but you be spitting, slobbing, on the knobbing, fucking sweating, boogers dripping, throwing up, all types of aromas in the room, and doing all these type of things for a good check in front of the camera. Because you are confident in your body. You are confident in your skills in the bedroom or in the parking lot or in the backyard or in the woods or wherever the fuck y'all be shooting these videos at. Y'all have the confidence to stand in front of that camera, go and just go off. And to those bitches, I salute y'all. Because that is some confident ass bad bitchery, boss niggery. We can't say ER. The girls will cancel. Oh girl. Okay, anyways. I really enjoyed this video. I know a lot of the parts of it was kind of dull because we were talking about, you know, mental issues, but it's something that needs to be talked about. I feel like it's videos like this, people like me, real ass bitches who want to speak, and to the people who are my age or even older or younger or going through the same issues I'm going through. You know, again, this podcast, my channel, my everything is basically, yes, I'm recording and stuff, and you know, but it's basically kind of just like a journey. You know, like this is kind of me. Like, I know I'm gonna be that bitch. Confidence. Mental health. I know I'm gonna be that bitch, so I know, you know, I'm just gonna keep going up and I'm gonna elevate. So these are gonna be great to look back on and just be like, wow, I really changed a lot, or I grew a lot, or, you know, even plug back and be like, bitch, go listen to this. You know, because again, I do this because I want to, but also yes, because I do want people to hear. I don't want to change people. You know, I do want people to be like, damn, I can relate. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers who we can't relate with, who are out there in the public eye and they're just there. You know, we don't have nothing to relate with them with because they tell us about a little sad stop story, whatever the case may be, but we don't really know nothing about them. We can't really connect with them because we ain't really getting that energy, you know. So to all my bitches who was like me, whether you gay, straight, bisexual, lesbian, transgender, fucking whatever the fuck, shout out to y'all. And even if you're not like me and you still stuck around, you stick around, or you keep tuning in, or whatever the case may be, thank you. I love you guys, honestly. Love myself, of course. So I hope you guys, if you're watching the visual version, like, comment, share, subscribe, like I said at the beginning, press the little ding-a-ling down below so you know every time I post. Stay tuned for the hot box and other videos that's coming your way and other things that are coming as well. And I'm not talking about me on a Friday night. But I wish. Yes. So and if you're listening, just keep tuning in, share it to a friend, tell a friend, bitch, this bitch know what the fuck she doing, what the fuck she talking about. And if you're a child, like I said in the last one, get the fuck off. It's past your bedtime. Why are you watching this? Why are you lying to YouTube? Why are you like? Because in YouTube, I specifically say not for children. So that means you on YouTube saying you're a fucking 18-year-old and watching all the adult content when you should be watching Peppa Pig and fucking Coco Melon. And Pocoyo. Oh, remember Pocoyo? Oh, he used to be so cute with the little duck. Oh my god, his little blue outfit was so cute. Anyways, I hope you guys like I just said that. Anyways, like I always say, I'll see you bitches in the next one. And HBSC, signing the fuck out. Animal crackers in my soup. My pussy always go loop the loop. Okay, no, for real, bye.